Good morning, everyone. My name is Eric Morrow, and I will be your instructor for Entrepreneurial Environs at CU Boulder Fall 2018. As you could probably tell, I'm not there in person, for which I apologize. By the time I signed up to teach this course, I already had a couple weeks of travel booked overseas. So Eric graciously offered to help out, show you this video, make sure that you all knew you were in the right room and what work you're supposed to be doing. So I want to show you 3 of the tools that we're going to be using. You should have gotten an email inviting you to sign up. I noticed that some of you did already. If you haven't had a chance already, please check your email and do so. So we have Slack. This is the tool that's showing on your screen right now, and it'll be how we communicate with each other throughout this course. It's what I use at Consensus, the startup that I work at. So it's a really useful tool, very much like real life. We also have Trello, which is an online Kanban board. Kanban boards are pretty straightforward. There's normally three columns to do, doing, and done. You can see some cards here for the first week. Shows what you should be working on, where you can find the mural for the class, as well as the homework for each class. So I'll keep the Trello board updated with all of the work that you need to be doing. So please make sure you sign up for this as well. There's 3 mural boards available for our first week. Here's the first one. This is an overview of the entire class. So you can see the philosophy, some of our goals, some of the things that are going to be a little bit different about this class, maybe compared to some of other classes you've taken. Suggested resources here with links, especially the book that you're going to be reading for homework between now and Wednesday. All the students will be teaching the classes themselves, so you can see a suggested flow, all these blue, green, and light green post-its. That's roughly our agenda for the semester, subject to change and interpretation as we learn more about what you all want to be learning. So what are we going to be doing today? This mural board is for our work, and primarily what you'll be doing is working in small groups to answer a series of questions. One of the first things I recommend doing, it was in the Slack channel, it's also here, is watching this mural video so you understand how to move around the board. I understand that mural might not be the most intuitive tool to use. It's really powerful. At Consensus, we're a fully distributed and remote company, meaning I do all my work as a facilitator through this tool that you see right now, through online video and mural boards. So there's a little bit of a learning curve, but don't worry, soon it'll feel very natural. So you can see an introduction, some instructions about how the work is going to go. One key term that I want to point out is playback. Playback is just tell the story using any format or props that you think is relevant. So what is the exercises you're going to do today? You get in your groups of 5, and you'll start with introductions. Here's an example about how you're going to answer each of these questions. So for example, 5, reflect on your favorite class to date. What made it amazing? The first thing that you're going to do is write down post-it notes individually, so on your own without talking. Then choose someone from your group to read out those post-it notes to your small group. And then as a group, cluster them, see are there any themes, title the clusters, and note that not every post-it note has to be in a group. Then you'll prepare a playback, a 30-second playback, about what your team did and what results you came to. And then Eric will call on 2 groups per each of these questions to share their playback with everyone and have a short conversation. So a key piece of information about mural, if you are zoomed out and you double click, you'll form a post-it note. That takes up a relatively big portion of the mural board, but if you zoom in with your group just on the one box that you're looking at, then your post-it note won't take up as much space. You'll have room for more post-it notes. If we zoom back out again, you'll see that there's room for 8 groups to work here, so each group will work down a column, and you'll answer all of these questions. That'll take about an hour, so most of the time that we have available today. Then there's 2 pieces of homework. The first is here. I want you to sign a statement of commitment for this class, making sure you're aware that this class might be a little bit different. There's not a lecture you can cram for, and that we're going to be really acting like entrepreneurs, talking to people, starting up ideas, testing things. I want to make sure that this is the place that you want to be working in this style. So please review this. You can look at the commitment that I'm making for you, and please put your own commitment as well. If you want to know how to do this signing, you can just use this drawing pencil. And lastly, your homework for going into Wednesday is to read parts of this book called Reinventing Organizations, which you can find on the course overview. It's a free book. You can just download it. And please read these 3 parts and then reflect. You can see the instructions more fully here. Please note at the bottom of every homework, I'll put a Trello card. So if you're not quite sure what you're supposed to be doing, you come to the Trello board. You can see homework for class 1. If you open it up, you'll see the exact same instructions, but just in case, it'll be there as well. I'm looking forward to meeting everyone in the next couple weeks. If you have any questions, you can always find me on Slack. I'm a little bit time zone challenged at the moment, so I might not be able to get back to you immediately, but I'll get back to you probably while you're sleeping until I'm back in Boulder on September 9th. So enjoy the class. Thank you, Eric. Looking forward to meeting everyone, and see you soon.